Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing what is coming to Thorpe Resort in 2020. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about the potential return of Bountzilla, rumours surrounding the Walking Dead ride and whether or not it's going to return next year, and the immediate return of Jungle Escape. Now with all that said, let's get into the video and discuss what could be coming to Thorpe Park in 2020. Okay, so before the video starts, I just want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you that has been supporting the channel over the last couple of weeks. Now, a while back, I did say that I wanted to reach at least 100 subscribers before the end of the year, and you guys have absolutely smashed that. So thank you to every single person that has subscribed or supported the channel in the last couple of weeks. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so with all that aside, let's get into the actual video. Now, a lot of you who've been to Thorpe Park this year will know that they did put on a series of events. Now, some of these events were more received than others. Obviously, things like game effects didn't really, go down too well with people. Obviously, if you're going to a theme park, you're there to have fun, you're there to go on rides, and game effects didn't really work. However, there was one event that was pretty much well received by nearly everybody who went on it, and that was Bountzilla. Now, obviously, Thorpe didn't want to make this a permanent attraction because obviously, it's going to be a bit hard to make a bouncy, inflatable thing a permanent attraction. However, there are some signs that this will be coming back next year. Now, obviously, if you went on Bountzilla, you will know that the sign or the entranceway that you go into does look quite concrete and permanent. Now, obviously, if you went to Fright Nights this year, you will know that this sign was actually used for The Walking Dead Do or Die, leading me to believe either Bountzilla will be coming back, or they will use this signage and this entrance for multiple new events that are coming to the resort next year. So, I do hope that it will come back, because it was actually my favourite event that they put on that year. I preferred it to Jungle Escape, I preferred it to Game Effect, I pretty much preferred it to everything that happened that year. So it would be a bit disappointing if they don't bring it back, but then again, obviously, if they thought of something a little bit better and a little bit cooler, then I'm definitely down for that. Okay, so a lot of you are probably wondering why I'm talking about The Walking Dead ride in this video. Now, I was on Instagram a couple of days back. I was on Thorpe Park Maniac's Instagram page. I was looking through some of the comments on one of his recent posts, asking people what they were most excited for in the 2020 season, and somebody wrote The Walking Dead ride, to which someone replied with, "Oh, it's not coming back, the IP's run out." Now, I just want to touch on this a little bit, because this does link to a video I did a couple of weeks back talking about the brand new attraction to possibly be coming to Thorpe Park. Now, something in my memory kind of twigged that this could be what is happening, but it's not totally ruled out, because obviously on the Thorpe Park app, where they usually display all the queue times and that, it does say that this attraction is returning for 2020. So whether or not this is actually true, or they've renewed the contract, that is a completely different story. If you don't really know what happens when you sign an IP contract, it's basically, you sign something and then you then have the rights to use that title or to use that theme for a certain amount of years before you have to either renew it or take it down. Now, obviously, in 2017, Thorpe Park actually did purchase The Walking Dead and used it, obviously, in Fright Nights all the way up until present day. And then, obviously, in 2018, they did build the brand new Walking Dead run. And the thing that seems a little bit odd to me about this is the fact that they've only built it, like, last year. It does seem kind of permanent, so I don't see why they would get rid of it. However, rewatching the teaser that was released on the end of year video for Thorpe Park that I made a video a couple of weeks ago about, definitely go check that out if you guys are interested in that. Some little subtle hints here maybe lean towards the possible return of X. Now, this is the main reason why I wanted to do this video, because I really wanted to talk about this. However, I didn't feel like it'd be long enough for just a normal video. Now, obviously, if you didn't already know, the Walking Dead ride actually did used to be an attraction called X. It still had all the same layout, had all the same queuing, except for the outdoor queue line that was added for the Walking Dead ride. It had the exact same track, had pretty much the exact same carriages. I did talk about that in last week's video, so definitely go check that out if you want to see some secrets of Thorpe Park. However, obviously, with the removal, or the possible removal of the Walking Dead ride, could we potentially see X be coming back? Now, looking back at the teaser we saw on the end of year video, we can see it's got quite a futuristic vibe to it. Now, what I'm thinking is maybe this futuristic vibe could be hinting at X. Now, obviously, Thorpe Park have hinted on their Twitter page that they are building a ride for next year. And obviously, it can't be something, quite large scale, because it's quite a short amount of time to build it in. However, when we look at the Walking Dead ride, it only took them about a close season and a tiny bit at the beginning of the season to actually construct. Now, obviously, if they were to take down all of the Walking Dead theming and replace it with some brand new X theming, this wouldn't actually take too long, and I think this is maybe what they are going for. Now, when you look at the futuristic style of typing in that teaser, you know, when you think about what X used to be, it used to be like a nightclub theme. It used to be quite, you know, futuristic, like lasers, lights and everything. Potentially, we could be seeing a brand new rebranded version of X. Now, I think this could be really, really cool because there are probably a lot of stuff they could do with it. Obviously, before the Walking Dead ride, X hadn't really been refurbished all that much. It had a little bit of small, minor refurbishments, but nothing too drastic to, you know, change the theming of the ride or nothing. So maybe adding in some futuristic theming and, you know, a brand new sort of loose theme to the ride could potentially bring back X for all the people that did really enjoy it. So, you know, that's just a little bit of a theory there to put into the video, but, you know, I can potentially see this happening, whether or not the Walking Dead IP is getting lost. Okay, so the next one I am going to be talking about is something that I'm not a huge fan of, and this is Jungle Escape. Obviously, Jungle Escape was released as one of the events last year, and it is an upcharge attraction, which I do not agree with at all. And I feel like some of the other events at the park were actually extremely better than Jungle Escape, and, you know, could have used you know, a little bit of refurbishment to do with I'm a Celebrity, because pretty much everything that's been held in that building has been to do with, like, jungle and stuff, and I feel like retheming that building could do it a lot of good. Now, obviously, Jungle Escape was well received by others, and it's understandable why Thorpe would want to keep it, because obviously it's an upcharge attraction, it's making them a little bit more money. But yeah, the Thorpe Park have officially confirmed that Jungle Escape will be coming back next year. This is a little bit more of a minor thing, so I don't want to touch on it a little bit too much because obviously it's something quite a few people already know. But this, like I said, does, you know, further support the theory that some of the events from last year will return. Obviously, we know that Fright Night's going to return because Fright Nights happens every year, and I think if they remove Fright Nights, that wouldn't go down too well. So yeah, that's only the real concrete thing we know so far is Fright Nights and Jungle Escape. But like I said earlier, I do feel like Bouncehead could easily come back as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know it's been a little bit of a short one this week, and I am sorry I did have a little bit of a gap in my uploads. I was just taking a little bit of a break just to recalibrate my thoughts and have a little bit of a calm down, because I was kind of rushing videos out and it did kind of put me under quite a lot of stress. However, I'm back on track now and should have another video out at least this time around next week. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys